Welcome back, everyone, to the High Tempo Sports Podcast, episode 98 today. Today is a great day as it is Wednesday, and we are about an hour away from Game 4 of the NBA Finals. It's summer, so it's always great. How are we doing today?
No better time to be alive than summertime.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I'm so excited for Game 4 because, to me, this is the deciding factor. And we'll get more into that.
It's a huge game. Yeah, we definitely are going to talk a lot about the NBA Finals today because obviously it's like one of the biggest things going on right now. But we do have some new stuff to get into today. But before we do that, we got to give a quick shout out. Shout out of the day.
Shout out
to the people who commented on our Instagram and YouTube what we told them to. So shout out to Braylon Zucker and to Jordan Weber for commenting Suns and Foe. F-O to be precise. If you would have said 4, we wouldn't have given you a shout out.
No shout outs. If you want to be shouted out, watch it, listen to the whole thing. You'll hear us at one point tell you when or what you should comment.
Yeah, exactly. And it might not be at the very end. We might do it in 20 minutes. You never know. You got to be a true listener if you want to get a shout out. And while we're at it, give us a subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at High Tempo Podcast. And listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts too.
We've been really getting back at it. We've been
just trying to get back going.
And like we really have been. Like we're back.
Check out our TikTok, man. We're pumping out TikToks.
TikToks are
Me and
pumping.
Easton just made 2 right now. Go check them out.
I mean, hopefully they're up.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see the timing of this whole thing. But yeah.
Anyways, let's get into the news though. Thank you to those guys though for commenting on.
Shout out y'all.
It.
It's the whole point, but shout out y'all.
But yeah, getting into the news today. First thing, Kawhi Leonard is going to have, or either he's going to have surgery or he already did have surgery on his partially torn ACL that happened to him in the playoffs against the Utah Jazz. It never really came out what happened to Kawhi Leonard. We just knew that it was bad, and it did come out that he did have a partially torn ACL and he had surgery. So this is a big-time injury for Kawhi because he has a chance to enter free agency this summer. He has a player option, but he will probably decline to get a new deal anyways. So it's tough because he's probably going to miss the start of the season, I would assume, just because a torn ACL in the playoffs. I mean, that's at least a 6 to 8 month recovery.
And this next season will probably start in the fall, more than likely, not at Christmas time.
Exactly, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, how this affects his free agency, and maybe he'll opt in because this injury could be a long-term injury. You never know. So, I mean, I don't know how that's going to work with his free agency situation, but hopefully he makes a fast recovery and we get to see Kawhi back on the court soon.
I would think he would opt out just for the pure fact of, like, the chance of re-injuring it is so high. So if, let's say he tears his ACL next year and he opted in, tore it, and then he's entering free agency with a torn ACL, not playing in a season.
I would opt out if I was him too, because other than Kawhi, this year's free agency class, it was supposed to be nuts, but then all the nuts players signed extensions. So Kawhi's like the only top dog in free agency, really. Whereas next year, Bradley Beal, James Harden, there's more. It's so hard to
Kyrie?
think. Right? No, not Kyrie. There's more. I just can't think off the top. Steph Curry is next year, which he'll probably just stay. But yeah. So I would probably opt out and get a long-term bag. We don't know if he's going to re-sign with the Clippers or not, obviously, but I hope he does because it would have been nice to see them have a full, healthy season in the playoffs. So I hope he comes back and the Clippers bring back the same squad next year. Next, Willie Green, the Phoenix Suns assistant, is going to be the New Orleans Pelicans' next head coach. Willie Green played in the NBA for quite some time. I actually remember him from the early 2010s. He was on that Orlando Magic team that went to the finals, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but he was always just like a good shooter, and he's kind of just like a hype man on the sideline for the Suns, which is super cool. Him and Chris Paul get along really well, so he's going to be the next coach in New Orleans, which I think is a great addition because he's a lot different than Stan Van Gundy was, who only was there for 1 year and clearly didn't work out in New Orleans. So
yeah, and I'm super excited for this. Speaking of that Orlando Magic team, that team, like that 2010s team where they made it to the finals, that team had some hoopers on it that will be forgotten. Hedo Turkoglu is going to end up forgotten. That dude's a monster, especially in 2K. Jameer Nelson.
Oh, everyone forgets about Jameer Nelson.
He was cold. He was nuts.
He's an all-star, yeah.
And then, obviously, nobody will forget about Dwight Howard, but people forget about how great he was.
Young JJ Redick was on that team that went to the finals. Yeah. There's a couple other players that I can't think of, yeah.
Who started at the 2?
JJ Redick, probably. I would assume he did.
Was Tavo Cephalosha on that team ever?
I don't think so.
He might have
No, he was on
OKC.
OKC. Yeah. I don't know.
That team was legit. Like, go do some research.
Dude, I really want to know who else is on that team.
There's another.
If I could sit here for like 10 minutes.
Aaron Aflalo.
Oh, I don't know if he was, though. I don't know if he was.
He could have been.
He definitely could have been. Oh, I don't know if he was.
Hooper.
Even if he wasn't, yeah, shout out to Aaron Aflalo.
Hooper.
Anyways, yeah, Willie Green gets a job in New Orleans, so there's not many head coaching vacancies still. I think, is all of them filled? Who else is still looking for a coach?
I think New Orleans was the last one.
Right? Washington, have they gotten a coach since firing Scott Brooks? I don't think so, right?
Where did oh no, Nets assistant Jacques Vaughn stayed.
Yeah, he stayed. The other Nets, Ime Udoka went to Boston.
I think
does Washington?
I don't think Washington
has
so.
One.
I don't think
they
Washington
might.
Has
I don't know.
Maybe it's some guy. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be some random guy. But anyways, next, Team USA, man. I don't think I've ever been so ashamed to be an American. Okay, I want to say though, real quick, Stephen A. Smith on First Take or whatever was just going off on Team USA and just saying like some dude named just messing up these dudes' names that are on Team Nigeria, just making fun of them. Like, I understand that he's on, national television and he has to make a scene to make views and stuff, but it's just so just recycled every time. It's the same reaction to everything,
Yeah. And it's the corniest opinion ever. Like,
you lose to a bunch of scrubs.
Like Team USA has not dominated in like the European cup things since
2012.
Since 2012. Yeah. 2016, we did not dominate our way to win the gold medal. They didn't
lose a game, but they didn't kill every team by 100.
2019, we lose to Spain and Argentina. They're the two teams in the finals. Not the USA isn't there. And that is just a garbage opinion. And Australia, Patty Mills going off. The Motown Noah says it. It's nothing new. He just does that in EuroLeague.
Patty Mills is the Olympic guy.
Basketball is not America's sport anymore. It is last 3 MVPs. Well, last 2 MVPs. Motown Noah said this too.
Yeah, Giannis
and Jokic. European.
And then there's still Luka.
Luka's in the league. There's another really
Siakam's pretty good.
Yeah, Pascal's pretty good. It's a global sport now.
Yeah, but I mean, also, I think everyone's overreacting to Team. If you didn't know, Team USA lost to Team Nigeria and Team Australia in their first 2 exhibition games. Let me clarify. Exhibition games. These games do not count. They are not eliminated. They're not even in Tokyo yet. The Olympics have not started.
They're not trying to make it to Tokyo.
Also, I know this is no excuse. They're missing Devin Booker, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday, and they're replaced by 3 rookie sophomore players in Sadiq Bey, Darius Garland. Did we talk about Sadiq Bey and Keldon Johnson?
Yeah,
too?
We did.
Was that?
I feel like we totally mentioned it.
I feel like that was within the last week though, like after our last podcast.
You're saying after Saturday?
No, we did it last Wednesday.
Oh, we did. Oh, it probably was.
Yeah, Sadiq Bey is on Team USA. Like, the Pistons have 2 Team USA players.
Worst team in the league.
Of course they lost, but
second worst team in the league. Yeah, of course they're losing.
I mean, there's still Cade Cunningham on the team too.
Third, you had your first 2 points. I'll throw in the third. Most of these guys just got out of the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
Their job. I haven't watched any of the scrimmages. I highly doubt they're playing hard or really caring.
Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't been able to watch them all either. I did see the some of the highlights of the Australia game. They're playing just a lot of iso ball, whereas Team Australia was like set plays, like they're running flex, they have these set plays and everything, whereas Team USA, all right, Bradley Beal, you ISO, all right, next KD, you ISO, all right, Tatum, now it's your turn. I don't know. I think they're just also, a lot of these players have not played with each other ever before.
Or Team USA.
That's what I'm talking about, Team USA. Team Australia, they got the same roster every Olympics. Luis Scola is still playing for Team Argentina, bro. He
How
won
old is
the
he?
gold medal with them in 04.
No
Yes,
way.
bro. He's got to be at least like 43 or 4.
That's insane.
Actually, no. He wasn't in the league too long ago. Probably like 42.
That's insane.
Yeah, he won gold when they won it in 04. Like, he's still playing for them. So, like, a lot of these, especially like Australia, they have the same guys playing every year in the World Cup and stuff, whereas Team USA is always different. And it does suck that Team USA has gone away from, like, the super duper stars playing. Like, obviously, we have KD, but he's the only, like, top. Or Dame, yeah. Sorry, KD and Dame, but they're the only, like, top players in the league.
Yeah.
Tatum, you could say he's borderline, but, like, top 10 players in the league in Team USA. Whereas, imagine if it was just the top 10 players in the league, top 10 Americans.
Yeah, like, think about 2008 and 2008 mainly.
2008, definitely.
The Redeem team had literally Kobe, Bron, and Melo. Like,
KD, too. Yeah, and that's the thing. This team
is missing Melo.
Is missing Melo, bro. That's facts.
Melo's not there.
Olympics Melo is the best Melo. Better than hoodie Melo. Like, no cap.
Better than college Melo.
Yeah.
Better than Nuggets Melo.
Better than Atlanta Hawks Melo.
Oh, way better than that one. Way better than Rockets and Thunder Melo, no doubt.
But yeah, this team is missing Carmelo Anthony. But I think it is just an overreaction. Now if they lose in the first actual game,
that's a little embarrassing.
Then we can talk about, all right. But if I had to put money on if this team is going to lose a game in the Olympics, I would say that they're going to go undefeated still. I think that they just need some time to get playing together, get some rest. I know that they're not really resting, but I just hope that Jeremy Grant plays like a good part on this team.
I hope he plays.
I think he would be a good piece to this team because he isn't going to be like come in and take the ball, take a lot of shots like he is in Detroit. He's going to play like he did in Denver. He's going to be that guy who's going to play great defense at the rim and on the wing and make right plays. I think he's going to be a lot like Draymond is for Team USA as well. So I think he's going to play a lot of minutes for them. I do.
And I'm super excited for this Team USA. And Stephen A. Smith, granted you would never watch this or anything, or if anybody else, quit disrespecting European basketball.
Yeah,
them dudes
quit
are
disrespecting
hoopers.
Team Nigeria. He was actually like disrespecting them hardcore.
Hard.
I mean, there's a
5 NBA guys?
I think so. You got Josh Okogie, Precious Achiuwa, Gabe Vincent, who went off for them from Miami. There's a couple other guys.
Jahlil Okafor's on there. He didn't play.
He is on the team though. Yeah, I forgot he's on the team. They hit 20 threes in that game too. Like they were raking threes.
Raking.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's sounds a little weird, but
no, that's awesome. No, and that's just it. Like I said, your basketball is now expanded from America's sport. It isn't anymore. It's the world sport.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic came in at 19 years old and was instantly a top 20 player in the league. And
he's taken his team Slovenia. They won or they qualified for the Olympics, and that country I don't think ever has in the Olympics. I'm pretty sure. I think that's. I don't take my word for it, but I thought I saw that on Twitter. That was the first time that Slovenia has ever qualified for the Olympics.
I wouldn't be surprised.
With Luka. I mean,
shout out Luka.
I know. How come Team Canada didn't make it?
Yeah,
bro? I know.
Team Canada's Canada's always producing.
I mean,
hoopers.
they're missing a lot of guys, I guess, but
you think does Wiggins play on that team?
Wiggins does. He's probably their best guy. Wiggins,
Caleb Houston.
Lou Dort, Caleb Houston. I don't know who else, but
is Anthony Bennett on the roster? Does he make it?
I doubt it. No. Does he even play basketball anymore?
He's probably like a kickboxer.
But they're missing Jamal Murray, Shea, RJ Barrett. Olenek was on their team a while ago.
Yeah, that
he
team
would be
should be cold.
They don't have any bigs, really, actually, now that I can think of.
I'm trying to think of guys who just might be Canadian. Is Daniel Tice Canadian? Doesn't he feel Canadian?
He feels like he would be,
Canadian or Australian.
Yeah, or Australian. But I guess
it's just because of Aaron Baines.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I was listening to the Through the Wire podcast, and they were just talking about how, Team Australia, those guys who just dominate in the Olympics, it's like when you're playing basketball with your high school team, and you have your certain guys that don't really, go off in the game. They're just good role players. And then you play an open gym, and you have certain guys that are way better in open gym than in the real game. I feel like I'm one of those guys, honestly.
You're that guy.
Yeah.
You've kind of worked yourself away from that guy, in all honesty.
Yeah.
You used to be that guy.
Yeah.
You're not like that
in
anymore.
high school, I guess. But Patty Mills, he so is that guy.
he's-
Like, there's no way he averaged more than 7 points a game this year for the Spurs.
and he'll probably average 17 in the Olympics.
He put up, what, 26 against
Something,
24, 22, something like that.
Like
More
Patty
than
Mills
yeah.
is one of those Olympic. He'll go down as an Olympic goat.
Yeah, Joe Ingles.
Dude, that
Aaron
Australia
Baines, I
team
don't think
is loaded.
barely even played.
No,
I think he played like 3 or 4 minutes.
The Australia team is loaded.
Yeah.
Like they're actually good. Like granted,
and they don't even have Ben Simmons, bro.
I know that like the whole tweet came out and it was like, if you played this starting 5 versus their starting 5, you wouldn't pick them in a game. Yeah, but that's in the NBA. That's when they're playing in the league. This is Olympic basketball.
Rules are different too.
Yeah, the traveling. They call a lot of travels in EuroLeague. Like the NBA guys really had to adjust.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's been tough.
And Team Australia is just always good. Like, I really hope it does come down to Team Australia versus Team USA in the finals.
Maybe Spain.
Because I do think it would be a good game.
Me too.
I think it would be, and like obviously Team USA lost to them, but I'm pretty sure Team USA had a lead in this game too and just kind of blew it. Like they had like a 10 or 15 point lead at some point, but whatever.
I'll have to start watching them. But don't they take place during the day?
Well, I don't think they're on TV. I don't. The real games will be, but the exhibition games I don't think are on TV.
I'm so excited for the Summer Olympics.
I know, dude. So am I.
I cannot wait.
Dude, there's gonna be no fans though. That's what kind of sucks. There's no spectators at all.
At least I can watch swimming again. I love watching swimming and gymnastics.
Okay, here's a question, and this is not sexist. I swear. Has there always been women's basketball in the Olympics? Because I saw on Twitter today it's like your 2020 Team USA women's team. And I just thought to myself, like, I don't remember ever like seeing women's basketball, like not because of the US. I'm talking to other countries. Like, do they produce like Olympic teams, you know?
I know the US has had because I saw a who wins 1996 US women's team or the 2021 women's team. It's like
so they've been doing it.
They've been about it.
I just never really saw it though. Like
me either.
I don't ever
never
remember
heard of it.
Like obviously women's soccer, women's hockey. I always remember seeing that. But I don't remember seeing women's basketball in the Olympics.
I've literally this isn't
Team USA has to dominate it, right?
Again, this is on no sexist shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
don't have a memory of it. Yeah.
Like if you've seen it, comment it.
Clip it to us. Send it to me on Twitter.
Yeah. Say something like I've watched Team USA play in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Women's basketball. I've never seen it. I assume Team USA dominates.
I would
think Team USA kills everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
imagine Australia's goated too.
Who's guarding Asia Wilson?
Yeah, exactly.
Like nobody. Or Sue Bird.
Imagine guarding her on the perimeter.
Oh, dude, you're getting toasted.
Imagine somebody. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I mean, any other Team USA talk or
Olympic talk? What's your what are your 3 favorite sports to watch in the Summer Olympics?
Basketball, obviously, but let's not count that because that's an obvious
Then it's just
one.
top 2.
I really do like women or beach volleyball. I'm a fan of beach volleyball. That is
like
super fun to watch. Yeah.
Yep.
What is the duo of the 2 women that are nuts
nasty.
at it? And they're every year. Oh, I forget.
I feel like they've been doing it for
super
like
good.
16 years.
Yeah, and they always win gold. I love watching women's volleyball. Give me one of yours, and I have to think.
I love watching just like swimming, whether it be men's or women's.
Swimming is super fun.
Watching Katie Ledecky toast everybody like 20 meters in every event was awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
Swimming is probably one for me too. Yeah, swimming, and it's super. They're just so like crazy good at it. Like, you know how tiring that has to be.
Like, there is no way that's easy.
No.
Like, I can barely swim back and forth against like a maybe 20-foot wide pool. Like,
without
get dead.
dying of air.
Yeah.
Is curling, is that summer or winter?
Curling's the one with the brooms.
Yeah.
That's ice. It's winter.
Oh yeah, it is winter. Yeah, that's right. Because I like curling.
What?
It's fun to watch.
I don't even like. The thing is with curling, I've never watched it because I don't understand it. My next one, throw it out there. I could watch Simone Biles do gymnastics.
Dude, that's facts, bro. I'll see her clips on Twitter probably once a week randomly, and they're insane. It is crazy what she can do. Like, did you see I saw one on Twitter like 2 days ago, and I'll always like it because it's so cool.
It's so cool.
She flipped like a majillion times in one. Like, she jumped so high in the air. I don't understand how that's even.
How they just
barefoot.
Get the bounce.
Yeah.
And I understand it's a bouncy floor, but it's not that bouncy.
It's not a trampoline, bro.
No. It's just a slightly bouncy floor. Springboard, I think is what it's called. Mm-hmm. And that's just it. From 2 guys who know nothing about gymnastics, The only way I can describe is what Simone Biles is doing is, she's doing a bunch of flips and then a twisty thing in the air.
She flips and then twists and
really
lands.
well. Yeah, every time.
And she's good at it.
And then my third, I'm going to count this as something different. Other than beach volleyball, I love watching the rings, the men's rings.
Oh, yeah.
When they're like doing the
about
crazy
that.
stuff on the rings.
Those are sick.
The amount of upper body strength that takes is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I think that my other two favorites, if I had to think of two other ones, diving is super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Diving, especially when they're doing it from like crazy high in the air. And this sounds really bad, but it's funny when they wipe out or like they have a back smacker.
Yeah, it is really hard not to laugh.
Like, oh my goodness. And then I really also like track and field, like the sprinting. That's super. Like watching how fast the dudes are and the women. It's crazy, especially like Usain Bolt. Obviously, like
the GOAT.
Yeah, is he competing this year? Is he, or did he retire from Olympics?
I think he might have retired.
I feel like he did.
And then what's the spear toss that's in the field? They just throw
javelin.
Is that javelin? Javelin toss. Yeah,
is it?
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah,
they throw that thing really far. And there's been deaths. You know that? There's been deaths from that javelin throw.
Like in the Olympics?
Yeah, like hitting. Well, I guess maybe not in the Olympics.
Yeah.
We watched it one day. Me and a couple buddies were like, "Has that ever happened?" Because it's pure curiosity. You're throwing a big metal stick in the air. Like somebody's got to get hit with them. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty unreal. Not that fun to watch.
That's funny. I'm super hyped for the Olympics. So I think August 1st is the first day of Olympics. So yeah, continuing on with some more news before we get to the finals. MLB All-Star week, I guess, went on. It kind of is over with, even though they're going to have a couple days rest. Pete Alonso wins the home run derby. You weren't at Elm Street watching it with us, right? Dude, Pete Alonso is crazy at the home run derby, bro. He won it in 2019 because they didn't have one last year because of COVID. So he's back-to-back winner now. But, I mean, he is just dominating the baseball, bro. Like, he makes it look so effortless hitting homers. He's kind of
like does the easy
ones.
Like
he was hitting bombs, like bomb after bomb after bomb, like no mess ups in between. Like it was pretty cool to watch. I've always loved the home run derby. And MLB All Stars is always like one of the most fun ones because we were talking about it. Like the All Star game is competitive because the winner gets home field advantage in the World Series. So I've always loved the home run derby so much though. And yeah, Pete Alonso won that. And then in the All-Star game, the AL defeated the NL, so when the Tigers make the World Series, they will have the advantage at home.
Yep.
So shout out to that. But Vlad Jr. won All-Star game MVP for the AL.
I was reading youngest AL or youngest All-Star game
I think
MVP
since
ever.
Ken Griffey Jr. I think he's the second youngest since Ken Griffey Jr., which is crazy that it's another son of a great.
That is crazy. Yeah. Shout out baseball for getting younger again. You got Fernando Tatis dominating the game. Now Vladdy Guerrero is winning All-Star Game MVPs, and he's a shit talker.
Oh, yeah. And we have Babe Ruth Jr. with Ohtani.
Babe Ruth Jr. with Ohtani. He does pitch.
Just a better version of Babe Ruth.
He is, too. The pitcher and the hitter. You're right.
Ohtani's so fun to watch bat, too, because his homers are... His torque on his swing is just like... It's unreal. I obviously I'm not replicating it, but it's so fun watching him swing the bat. Like it's just his force behind his swing is crazy.
It's unreal to think he was in the home run derby and then he closed the game to close the All-Star game.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Unreal. Crazy. Stupid.
Yeah. He did get eliminated in the first round as the 1 seed in the derby, though, but whatever.
It's he's a pitcher.
Yeah.
And a hitter.
Yeah, he shouldn't even be hitting homers.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine losing to a pitcher. Last thing on the news, the new NBA 2K22 cover athlete has been announced. It's Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. Shout out to Luka. He'll probably be on several covers. This was something that I used to get so hype over.
Me too.
The 2K cover. Like, I would always try and guess who it's going to be because it's never just like the best player. They always try to get somebody new. I didn't even know it was getting announced. That's how out of the loop of 2K I am. It sucks, bro. I miss playing 2K.
There's nothing sadder
God,
than
I miss playing 2K.
The new 2K22 is coming out, and I have no intentions of buying it.
I'm probably not going to buy it, yeah.
Like, I have none.
Especially with, the only way I would buy is if I had the new Xbox, too.
Yeah,
No way I'm buying it on old gen. I tried playing 2K, like, to do a My League thing the other day, And I did it, but it was just like
the same
it's
old
so laggy too.
Oh yeah.
Because it's old gen. They don't add nothing into it at all. There's no rosters you can download that are any good.
Yeah, 2K is bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fun anymore. It hasn't been fun since 2K. I guess we played 2K19, right?
2K20 too. We played 2K20.
Or was it 2K20 that we played my
we
team?
played a lot.
Yeah, and we did. And then,
And
but it
19
wasn't
too.
good. It wasn't a good game.
But 21 really was the fall off.
It was bad.
Like, it wasn't fun. I couldn't even get into it to start the year, and we were so hyped to get into it.
Yeah, we were too. We were like, we're going to play my team all year.
My team was fun. Like, even when the gameplay was bad, just playing my team was so fun.
Getting cool-ass cards.
Ripping packs. It's probably good, though, that I don't play 2K anymore.
Probably saved a lot of money
On packs. Because if I was playing 2K right now, I'd be buying packs.
How can 100%. You not?
I mean, we were opening packs every time a new promo dropped.
Every 4 days, every 5.
Every 4 or 5 days, maybe just once a week.
We're
when a new
promo. $25 on
if there wasn't cards that seemed good, we still might rip them anyways just to sell the cards if we pull one.
We had issues.
And I'd never pull shit either.
Yeah,
Willie would always pull God cards.
Didn't even play
Willie. 2K.
Didn't even play it legit. Like, we would still cook him. Like,
oh yeah,
win by 15.
I remember when he pulled that
point
Galaxy
guard
Opal T-Mac,
bro.
bro.
My word.
Oh
bro.
my god, the day that card came out, that
he sold
was
it for like
crazy.
$1 million,
sold
didn't he?
it for 1.1 mil.
Oh my god.
Oh
bro.
my god.
Point guard T-Mac. Screw you, Willie.
He should have kept him.
And like, who's the other ones? Duncan is on the historic.
No, not Duncan. Dirk is. Dirk, Kareem, and KD are on the historic one, and then Candace Parker, she's got a cover too. She's the first female athlete to be on the 2K cover.
Are you sure it's not Dirk on the European cover, Kareem on the historic, and then like KD on like the plus version?
No, the one I saw was the pictures I saw was Luca was on the main one. Candace Parker was just on, like, I couldn't tell which one it was. And then those, like, Kareem, Dirk, and KD were all on the one that's more expensive.
Like the Legend edition.
Like, all 3 of them were on it together.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Like, KD's still in the league.
I know, yeah. It's kind of a weird
just
trio, too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really understand how they put it together.
Dirk, Duncan, and KG.
Yeah.
That
would be fire. That's
a fire cover.
Yeah. Best 3 power forwards ever.
Like, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Karl Malone isn't up there. If you think Karl Malone's up there, get out of here.
He's probably 4th.
He's 4th.
Or Barkley.
4th. He might be nowhere near. I could leave him.
We don't talk about him. All right, let's talk about the finals. We're a half an hour in, and we just got off the news. NBA Finals. Last time we talked, the Phoenix Suns, I think we're only up 1-0, I think, last time. But they went up 2-0, and then in Game 3, well, Giannis had a crazy Game 2, but didn't get any help from Middleton or Drew Holiday, and they still lost, even though they actually could have won that game. It was pretty close. Game 3, Giannis says, I'm going to dominate like I did in Game 2, and my buddies are here to help this time. As he got got help from Middleton, Drew, all those guys. Brooke Lopez had a good game. Bobby Portis played well.
Bobby Portis was the second best player
Crazy
on the floor.
Eyes.
Crazy.
And the Suns also just didn't play well. Devin Booker had 10 points in this game. DeAndre Ayton was in foul trouble for most of the game, so he couldn't dominate like he did in Game 2. Jay Crowder hit like 6 or 7 threes in this game, and they still lost. That's very, very rare for the Suns.
Exactly.
If Jay Crowder hits like 2 threes, they're going to win.
If he scores over 10 points in the playoffs, they were undefeated.
Really?
Like,
yeah,
up until that point.
I think he went 6 for 7 from 3 in that game.
That was their first loss, them scoring over 10 points.
So Game 4, Milwaukee made a statement in Game 3, a dominant win. They won that game with ease. It was over in the third quarter.
Real quick, before we move on to Game 4.
Yeah.
This game actually arose a lot of questions for me about, like how much people care about basketball versus how much people care about drama. Devin Booker had 10 points, right? If this is like last year and he plays for LA, he is all over ESPN getting flamed.
Oh, yeah.
I saw like 2 posts about Devin
I didn't
Booker
see
scoring
really
10.
anything about him scoring 10.
Like, I had to look up the box score.
But it's just because
again.
he's a fan favorite, you know? Like, not many people hate on Devin Booker. Who does? Yeah. But, like, Giannis, if he would have scored 10 points,
he's getting flamed.
he is getting cooked.
Yeah, cooked.
And
And like,
Giannis is going off, and, like, I'm seeing a good amount of Giannis back-to-back 40-point games. Like, imagine if Booker had back-to-back 40-point games. How crazy everyone would go.
Exactly. I hate that. I feel like this finals is definitely, and you can 100% agree with me, is lacking the attention from national media that it deserves. This finals it's such great basketball at this point. Granted, we haven't had any super crazy close games or like down to the wire finishes, but we haven't seen a bad game.
It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, we haven't seen any bad basketball.
Honestly, last game was the one that wasn't really that close. Yeah. Game 1 was a pretty good game. Game 2, Phoenix kind of dominated the fourth quarter, but it was close the whole time. It was fun watching Giannis go nuts.
And watching Phoenix dominate is extremely fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they remind me a lot of the Warriors. When the Warriors are dominating, they are fun to watch. As much as you hate losing to them, they are damn fun to watch.
Yeah.
And the Suns are the same way.
Tonight's a huge game because, Game 5 is usually the most important game of the series, and it still is probably going to be more important than this one, whether it doesn't matter who wins. But this is just huge because Milwaukee, like I said, made a statement in Game 3, winning that game with ease. Coming back, they're a team that plays much better at home. Chris Middleton, inconsistent god, is pretty good at home, so he'll probably play well. And Phoenix kind of has to try to make an answer. They have to play straight up and not get in foul trouble. Ayton was kind of, even though he was in foul trouble, he was kind of just a non-factor in Game 3. And they also just have to find something to stop Giannis. I mean, it has been remarkable watching the adjustment Giannis made from last year's playoffs to this year, because in the last 2 years' playoffs, but especially last year in the bubble where, I mean, Chris Middleton had a pretty good playoffs in the bubble last year, especially in that series against the Miami Heat where they lost. And Giannis really just did not play very good. They, they built the wall. It happened against Toronto in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2019, and it worked, and it stopped Giannis. And he has just dominated this playoffs and really silenced the haters. And like we both said, I'm not seeing as much about it as I'd like to, about Giannis being so dominant.
He's had one of the most dominant playoff performances in the last.
And a lot of people don't like watching Giannis. I really like watching Giannis. I like watching him drive to the paint, spin on a dude, and dunk the ball, or just get an offensive rebound and just. I mean, he is just so athletic, and it's fun to watch. He's been playing great defense as well.
Is it just me, or has he been playing different in the finals?
Almost, yeah. I think he's been playing more aggressive. Yeah,
me too. And and he's not shooting as many threes in the finals,
which is good.
He completely stopped shooting them, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he'll make an occasional three once in a while, but
he did again in Game 3.
If he makes one, he'll shoot two more.
Yeah,
and it's just like, all right, yeah, you could make one maybe, but like, is it really worth it? No.
Are you gonna make the next two?
Yeah,
probably not.
Will he shoot a three tonight? Maybe. It's at home. He probably will, but and he's been shooting good from the free throw line. Okay, not good, but for Giannis, he's been shooting like in the 70%. I'm pretty sure.
That's
good. League average.
He's a center.
Yeah. For a guy that's been shooting like 40% throughout the rest of the playoffs, he's been shooting the ball pretty good from the free throw line, and it's nice to see.
No, and I've been on record. You can go back and check, and I've mentioned how I don't like watching Giannis play as much as I like watching a Chris Paul. Giannis has really been fun to watch these last two games. Game 1, he was, whatever, but he was also coming first game back from the injury.
Yeah.
But Game 2 was fun. Game 3, I mean, he was dominating. I mean, he kills everybody.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing, too. He's doing it on an injured knee, too, on a hyperextended knee.
He's doing it to a very good big man, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, and a great defensive team. Yeah.
And he's not doing it to Aaron Baines or Frank Kaminsky. He's doing this to DeAndre Ayton, a guy that we were praising heading into the finals.
And Kaminsky can't get minutes either. That's kind of another reason why Phoenix lost. Ayton got in foul trouble, and I mean, Dario Saric definitely does a solid job playing backup big for them. And with him out, Kaminsky is just not. He's just can't play in this series. I mean, he's decent on offense, but he can't play. And with Ayton in foul trouble, they have no one else to put in the game. I mean, they're not going to put their rookie Jalen Smith in the game.
Yeah,
the dude barely played in the regular season. Like he's not going to play in the finals.
Could you imagine if this game they're like, Frank, you can't play. Jalen Smith, get in there,
and he dominates,
just balls out. Could not imagine.
Yeah. So Game 4 tonight. Prediction.
Milwaukee. If Milwaukee loses this game, I know this is crazy to say because we've seen so many 3-1 comebacks over the last 2-3 years, 4, I guess 5.
Yeah,
lots 3-1,
3-1 just comebacks. In the modern era is just not as comfortable as it used to be.
Nope, not at all. However, I think if the Suns were to win this game, it would be damn near the series. The Suns have still only lost 3 games this playoffs, 4 games now.
They lost 2 against the Lakers, swept the Nuggets,
Lost 2 to the Clippers,
and lost 2 to the Clippers.
Okay, so they have 5 losses. I guess their record's not as good as I thought it was, but like still, they haven't lost more than 2 games yet to a team. If
they haven't gone to Game 7,
if they're going up 3-1 on you, it's panic mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've definitely closed series well.
So
I agree. Yeah.
I think this really is a Game 7 must win for Milwaukee. And what a better way to do it? Game 4 having a must win. Going into Game 5, like you have all the momentum after winning it's huge. I am super excited for tonight.
Same. Yeah, I'm going with Milwaukee as well tonight for Game 4. I'm kind of rooting for Milwaukee tonight just because I would love to see a Game 5 where it's tied 2-2. But if Phoenix wins, obviously I don't care. Like I just want to see a great game. But I definitely want to see Booker answer from his poor performance in Game 3. I want to see him come out tonight and shoot the ball confidently. Obviously he will. He always does. But just knock down shots from the get-go. You know, if you're not hitting shots from outside, try attacking the hoop. Maybe get Giannis or somebody in foul trouble. We'll see. And Drew Holiday, by the way, had a really good Game 3 as well. He kind of led the Milwaukee Bucks run to win the game pretty much because they were up by like 10-ish points in the third quarter, maybe like 8 points, and he hit 3 threes in a row.
Just exploded.
And next thing you know, Bucks are up by 20, and it's over.
And they've taken Devin Booker out and aren't putting him back in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
all right. That's all I got.
Yeah, me too. Game 4 tonight is going to be super exciting. And yeah, by the time this is out, Game 4 is already going to happen, so we'll see who wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get into some Detroit Pistons talk. My favorite thing to do, especially while they have the first overall pick, is talk about what if they trade the pick. Yeah. Obviously, this is something that I hate so much because I don't want them to trade the pick. But James Edwards III, he's a Pistons reporter for The Athletic. He made an article, 8 Cade trades, that's what he called it, because obviously we're going to take Cade, that the Pistons would have a tough time passing up. And we're just going to react to them, I guess. Obviously, I wrote them down, so I know what they all are. But they're interesting. Before we do get into them, though, the Rockets apparently love Cade, apparently, and they hope that Detroit passes on him at 1. It's just like, yeah, sure. Well, you love him? All right, cool. We'll take Jalen Green then, so you can have Cade.
We're not going to trade down for your pick. We're just going to not take it.
I saw something that one of the Pistons guys I follow quoted it and said, like, yeah, I love money too. I'm really hoping that the winner of the lottery passes on their $1 billion so I can get it.
Yeah, exactly. When I'm reacting to these just as a precursor, there's only one situation I'm happy with, in all honesty. I shouldn't say that. I mean, if some crazy trade happened, it happened, and I could be happy with it. But really, like, I'm going to try my hardest not to be biased towards, like, my one desire is Cade Cunningham. I'm going to try
it's been
really
like that
hard
for months
to look at these trades and not say, yeah, but I still want Cade. I will say it's a good package.
No, that's the thing, too, because there's one trade in here that's like, okay, if they offer this, we have to do it.
Okay.
But even like when I saw it at first, I was like, dude, I don't think I would do it. Like just because I've been so emotionally attached to the Pistons winning the lottery and getting Cade, almost like literally as a joke. Like I didn't think it would happen since the start of the season.
It's been your phone background for 6 months.
Yes. Like it's just been so like, I just wanted it to happen so bad, and it actually did. Like, how does it actually happen? Like, why would we ever give it up? Yeah. Like, you know, that's all I wanted to happen, and it did. And it's just like, now we're going to trade it away?
Yeah. It was the only word to describe what it felt like to get the number 1 overall pick was euphoria. It was just like,
no way.
Oh, my God.
Like, literally, there's no way.
Like, this is fake.
Yeah.
And if we trade it, I will still, no way.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be a,
no way they did that.
Like, this is all we've been talking about all year. It's the way you set up your rebuild is taking Cade. I don't want to go any other direction with the rebuild. Mm-hmm. I don't have any other interest.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try my hardest.
And we'll also talk about these trades, too, the fit for the other team. Because obviously, let's assume Cade goes 1 to all these teams. Does Cade fit with this team's current core and what they're trading away, too? Also, I do think that any team, if there was to be a trade with the Pistons trading away the first overall pick, I think the other team would have to be such an overpay from the other team for us to even consider it, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, no matter what, the other team, it would have to be such a bad trade offer from the other team for a trade to even get done.
Yeah, Twitter would have to be blowing up saying,
and I think that's even
God.
like not just me saying that. Like I think that's Troy Weaver's mindset.
Yeah.
Like this team has to offer us a crazy like James Harden, Brooklyn Nets, Houston Rockets trade.
Yeah, that's like Twitter has to be going, oh my God, Troy Weaver just committed highway robbery. Yeah. Like that's the only way you do it, is if Twitter goes bananas for what just happened. Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it. First trade. This one is pretty intriguing. So, first one is with the Detroit Pistons and the New Orleans Pelicans. The Detroit Pistons are sending the Pelicans pick 1, Corey Joseph, Mason Plumlee, and Josh Jackson. Plumlee's in a lot of these trades for money and because they view Plumlee's contract as a negative asset because he's on a multi-year deal, I guess. It's not. Yeah, I mean, it really isn't. But so the Pistons are giving up that, and they are receiving Brandon Ingram and the number 10 overall pick in the draft.
That's a pretty solid deal.
It's solid, but
the Pistons are forward heavy.
Yeah.
Like we don't need no
exactly.
forward.
The Pistons have a lot of wings, and I don't know. I mean, you're getting pick 10, so you're going to be able to get a Moses Moody, maybe like James Bouknight, Corey Kispert type guy. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Ingram is good, but I just feel like that doesn't elevate this team's future.
No.
That makes us like Ingram's ceiling from right now where he's at. How much better is Ingram going to get? Like crazy better? No. He could definitely be a multi-time all-star as his career goes on, but I feel like it would be better to take Cade than take that one.
I agree.
I love Ingram, but I'll pass. And Edwards made these, and only one of the trades he said he would do out of all 8 of them that he made. He said if I was the Pistons, I would only do this one.
Okay, James Edwards played on the Bad Boys, right?
No, yes, he did, but this is a different. I don't know if it's James Edwards the third, so
maybe it
might be his son, yeah. But James Edwards did play for the Bad Boys, yes. But this is a different James Edwards,
not the same one.
Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, I would say no to the first pick. But Cade with Zion.
Oh my God. Cade and Lonzo in a backcourt.
Well, I assume Lonzo would be gone, but that's a crazy versatile backcourt.
Dirty.
All right, second one. Sacramento and the Pistons. So the Pistons are trading pick 1 and Plumlee to the Kings, and the Kings are giving us Tyrese Halliburton, pick 9, and their 2023 unprotected first round pick.
No.
Why? Why would we? We would have took Halliburton at 7 last year if Troy Weaver liked him, you know?
Yeah, we would already had him.
That one's
roster.
like, if we're doing one with the Kings, we're getting
De'Aaron
Fox.
Like, it's the only option. It's the only option.
Yeah, I think so.
Give us De'Aaron Fox or no.
Here's the question. De'Aaron Fox or pick 1?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Do you do it?
Probably.
Really?
I don't know if I need a pick. I do need their pick.
Like, do you get
this year.
the 9th pick?
Yeah.
Fox and 9 for 1. Do you do it?
Probably.
Oh, that's so tough. But, like, I don't know if I would, dude.
I love De'Aaron
See, that's
Fox.
so hard, dude. That's so hard. These stress me out.
Yeah, you're scratching like you're like addicted to something.
Like I just want. When's the draft? The 29th, I think, of July. What day is today? The 14th.
15 days. 2 weeks.
15 days. We are almost there. I just want it to get here already.
Mm-hmm.
I would say no to this specific trade, though.
Yeah.
Pick 3 or trade 3 was with the Orlando Magic. We are giving them pick 1 and Mason Plumlee. And the Magic are giving us pick 5, pick 8, and Wendell Carter Jr.
And Jonathan Isaac.
No.
Yeah, no.
Hell no. Why would we do this trade? Obviously, 5 and 8 is intriguing, but Wendell Carter doesn't fit this team at all. He's just him and Isaiah Stewart are very similar players, and Stewart is 3 years younger probably.
And probably
better. Yeah.
Like
Definitely has a higher ceiling at least. Yep. So Carter he's a guy we're going to have to pay if we want to keep him too, so there's no point. I think Orlando could use 5 and 8 to trade up with Cleveland to pick 3. I think that would be smart for Orlando. But yeah, this trade, no, thank you.
No, absolutely not.
Pick 4, or why did I keep saying that? Trade 4, Golden State Warriors.
Oh no,
the Warriors, or we trade the Warriors. Pick 1 and Mason Plumlee. The Warriors trade us Steph Curry. No, I'm kidding. Okay, Curry for 1. Though.
Yeah, easily.
Really?
What?
Curry's a free agent next season. He's going to come to the Pistons for a year and dip out.
I think I'd be pretty okay with it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Like
Curry in Detroit for a year, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me it. Like.
Anyways, our Golden State gives us pick 7, pick 14, and James Wiseman.
No.
That one's a little interesting because Wiseman's ceiling is definitely better than Wendell Carter, but 7 and 14 are worse than 5 and 8. And I don't know if they had like 3 and 10 and Wiseman, no, I still wouldn't do it because Wiseman and he's just gonna. Him and Isaiah Stewart don't fit together.
That makes the Warriors have to make some trades too. Warriors got to get rid of Wiggins at that point. Wiggins has to be gone. But
imagine Cade, Curry, Clay
all starting. That's dirty.
I don't think Golden State would even want to. I mean, okay, obviously they'd want to get Cade, but I feel like they're in more to get a guy who's in his prime right now than
if you're making a trade with 7 and 10 or 7 and 14.
Yeah,
what do they have 7 and
7 and 14? Yeah,
you're trading it
they're
for a guy
probably gonna make a Miles
right
Turner, Pascal Siakam, Dame Lillard. I saw something on Twitter about they're interested. No shit, they're interested in Dame Lillard.
That's like me saying I'm interested in LeBron James.
I mean, they could pull off a Dame trade.
Why couldn't they?
They could throw 7, 14 Wiseman, Wiggins, a couple other future firsts,
or Jordan Poole.
Throw Jordan Poole in there. I think that's a pretty good package for the Trailblazers.
I think that's a damn.
But
good.
I think the Blazers could get a better package though.
They need future assets.
Yeah,
is the
and
thing.
just better younger players too. Like Wiseman is the only player that's gonna in this, and we don't even know if he's gonna be good.
Yeah.
This is the one.
You shouldn't have prefaced it like that. Now I'm gonna really be biased again.
5th trade. With the I wore this jersey for a specific reason.
What?
Today. The 5th trade is between the Detroit Pistons and the OKC Thunder. The Pistons are trading OKC. Pick one. That's it. OKC is giving us Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and pick 6 for pick 1. Do you do it?
Oh, man.
That is so hard.
That is crazy hard because, I truly believe Shai is going to be a top 10 player in the league at one point in his career.
And, we don't know about Cade. Obviously, I really, really want Cade. But I'm the biggest Shai fan, ever. Shai in a Pistons jersey, and we get the 6th pick. That's why I see this trade, and I'm like, there's no way OKC offers this, right? Sam Presti's losing out on value. And when has he ever done that?
Yeah, and I feel like
never.
If OKC is going to do this, they go Shai, and here's 4 future first-round picks. 2024.
To the Pistons?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they give up pick 6.
Yeah, I don't. That's the thing. This is an overpay for sure for Cade. I think it is. But I feel like if this was offered, Shai and 6 for 1, I think you have to do it.
I think so.
Dude, this Pistons core, if you do that, is nice. God, I like it. Shai is a perfect guy.
He's not much
okay,
different.
But what about Shai for 1 without the 6th pick? Straight up, Shai for 1.
No.
Yeah, but it's still, you got to think about it.
It's still tough because Shai is legit.
Yeah, exactly. And you know that he's going to be good. It's very clear. And there's been talks about OKC trading Shai. I still don't think they're going to. I think that he doesn't fit their timeline is stupid because he's 22 years old.
He's
but this one,
young.
And this was the one that Edwards said that he would do. And I think I would too, but I don't even know though.
Dude.
I still don't know.
Cade Cunningham has 3rd best player in the league potential.
So does Shai.
I don't know if he has 3rd.
Dude, he has taken the leaps he's taken in his 3 years in the NBA have been unreal from year to year.
He's also in the best situation
who you taking
ever.
right now though? Shai or De'Aaron Fox?
Shai.
Yeah, same. I didn't know if you were gonna pick De'Aaron Fox or not.
But
so you would do De'Aaron Fox and 9 for 1, but not Shai and 6.
Yeah, I guess at that point I have to do Shai.
Yeah.
That was the first trade or second trade.
Yeah, I know.
That's a little unfair.
Right. But that one is so difficult, dude.
So hard. Because
there's no way OKC offers that, I feel like.
No.
Right?
Shai is their guy. The whole trading Shai thing, I'd feel so disrespected if I was Shai.
Right.
I am your best asset that you've drafted since
you need
Russell
to build,
Westbrook.
You need to build your franchise around me.
Yeah, not trade me.
Yeah. I can't believe.
Dude.
I feel like if there ever was a world that OKC trades Shai, it's it's not to trade up in the draft to get a guy. I feel like they're trading Shai for how they do all their other trades for 6 first-round picks.
Oh, absolutely. And at that point, it's stop. You've got too many. Dude, just FYI, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in a Pistons jersey designed by Big Sean. drippiest.
I would buy
player
if
ever.
Shea was on the Pistons. I would buy multiple Shea jerseys.
Yeah.
Like I would have the home, away, the city.
I'm getting a poster.
Yeah, like
Like
he would
I'm gonna
be.
poster on my wall.
He would probably be my favorite player. Like
Yeah. Oh, he'd easily
of all
be your
time.
favorite player.
Like
Easily.
he already is one of my favorite players in the league, and he's not. Imagine him on the Pistons. Oh my God, that's why this trade is. And that's the thing. I'm the biggest Shea fan, and I'm still like, I don't even know if I'd do that. Imagine those.
Dude, I just
Killian
really
Hayes, Shea, Sadiq Bey,
Jeremy Grant,
and Isaiah Stewart, and then you have the 6th pick to take Scotty Barnes or James Bouknight, or maybe Kuminga falls to 6. Like if
my God.
Orlando takes Scotty Barnes at 5.
Dude, Shea in a Pistons jersey sounds so good. Like,
But I don't think that gets offered.
But
Shea for 1, I don't think I would do. But I just hope it doesn't even get offered, so we don't even have to think about it.
the drip would be unreal. The drip.
But then him and Lou Dort would be split up, and then
Yeah.
it's like,
It's
you might as well give us Lou Dort too.
Dude, screw it. Throw Pukashevsky in there. Like, we'll take your whole core.
Yeah, we'll give you Okafor, dude. Like you can have him.
He plays on Team Nigeria.
Yeah, he literally is an Olympic basketball player. We already have 3 of them.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Wait, how come Saku and Killian Hayes, they should be on the French team?
Yeah,
Are
why
they?
aren't? I don't know.
I don't know.
They
might
probably
be.
are.
Probably not. I think I don't
Probably.
think they are. I don't know.
NBA guys who are 19.
Usually the younger guys aren't on the Olympic teams overseas though. Like,
But like 2 of those guys, they can be your 14th and 15th guy on the roster.
yeah,
And
true.
start figuring shit out.
Yeah. All right, let's get down to the 6th one though. Toronto Raptors. We're giving them pick 1, Plumlee and Corey Joseph. They're giving us pick 4, and OG Anunoby.
Hell no.
No,
Next.
but that one is like I think OG would be really nice for the Pistons. But
he's not what we
he's also a lot. He's just like he's like an improved Sadiq Bey, pretty much. So
Yeah, and last thing we need again
and
is
it just
another
hurts
forward.
Sadiq Bey's potential. Yeah.
We don't need more
And with pick
forwards.
4, I mean, we could get the only way you do that trade is if you think Suggs can be as good as Cade.
Yeah.
If you do think that, then sure, pull the trigger. But I think that Cade is the Pistons guy.
Yeah.
Pick or 7th trade with Cleveland. So we are giving them pick 1 straight up, and they are giving us the 3rd overall pick, their 2023 unprotected 1st round pick, and Isaac Okoro for pick 1.
Only Isaac Okoro?
I know. I feel like if you do a Cavs trade, we have to get Sexton, right?
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of him.
But I don't know though. We'd have to pay Sexton. That's the only we'd have. Sexton is going to get paid next offseason. So
Not saying I want him, but the Cavs are like shipping him
yeah,
right now.
like because they don't want to pay him. I don't think.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That trade I wouldn't do, but it's not bad. But I feel like if you do a trade with Cleveland, it should involve Sexton.
Yeah, like what do you think about a Sexton, Okoro, and pick 3?
And then just not that first.
And the future first.
I feel like that wouldn't get offered.
Is that
That's
way too much
I
of an
feel like
overpay?
that's an overpay, right? I mean, you're giving up you're getting Cade, obviously.
Yeah, and we're getting
But you're giving
Jalen
up your
Green.
1st round pick last year, the 1st round pick 2 years before, and in 2 years in the future.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
but that's the thing though. We're getting Jalen Green and unless
And
Houston takes
Sexton.
Jalen Green. Yeah, Okoro, Green, Sexton, and Sadiq Bey, like
a lot of wings.
Yeah. A lot of just guards, like
Yeah, a lot of
scores.
everything.
And then the last one.
We'd look like the Hawks with that much depth. Like,
Yeah,
we would
for
have
real.
a crazy depth.
Last one, Houston. Obviously, Houston, like we said, they're a team that might overpay. I want to talk about Houston a little bit, too, after we go through this trade. So, Houston, we're just giving them the 1st pick. That's it. They're throwing us pick 2, pick 23, and their 2023 unprotected 1st round pick, and that's it. No.
No.
But I think Houston would overpay for pick 1.
Yeah.
I saw this, and it was a mock trade. I saw it on a Pistons website, so obviously it's going to be in favor of the Pistons. What if the Pistons gave us Christian Wood and pick 2 for pick 1? Christian Wood coming back to Detroit.
Still not enough.
I don't think so either because Troy Weaver clearly
was okay with
Christian Wood leaving.
Yeah,
you know?
he had no problem with it.
Yeah, like he could have re-signed him.
He basically pushed him out
yeah,
the door.
restricted free agent and didn't re-sign or had his rights and just let him walk.
And
so.
wasn't a crazy deal that he got.
Yeah.
And he signed Plumlee a day later?
Yeah, same day, I think.
And for $5 million less.
Yeah.
You'd have to give me Kevin Porter Jr., Christian Wood, the 2nd pick,
I would probably accept that.
Probably.
I would probably because then you're still gonna get Jalen Green or Mobley.
Yeah, but you're taking Jalen Green.
But you're getting you're taking Green, because you're getting Christian Wood. Yeah, that would be nice, but I don't think that gets offered. But Houston definitely could overpay because they're in
there's no spot
to start competing. Yeah, so they can trade away even all their good guys already. But yeah, if they gave us Kevin Porter Jr., Christian Wood, and pick 2,
I'm taking it.
I would do it. I think 100%. But I don't think that gets offered.
Me either.
But Houston, yeah, they also have 3 first-round picks. So
yeah, you have enough room. They could do that.
Right?
They could totally do that.
But they don't have their pick next year, though, so they have to be somewhat good. They don't want to be the worst team in the league. And
Who has their pick?
OKC.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's unprotected because it was top 4 protected this year, so.
Yeah.
Of course. OKC, of course, has their pick. Who else would have it?
Who has the pick? OKC or the Rockets?
The Rockets have our pick next year. Technically, they have.
We gotta win.
Well,
we're in win now
lottery
mode.
Protected. So.
Oh, we're straight.
Yeah. So if we do make the playoffs, we don't get our pick.
Do you want to make the playoffs next year? I don't.
If we did, I wouldn't mind it at all because that's a step. That's a huge
sign.
Step. Because it's not like we're gonna be an 8 seed or 7 seed and then just plateau there because we're such a younger core. I would be completely fine if we made the playoffs.
You're right. Me too. Like with Cade and Jeremy Grant.
I hope
we're
at least. I hope my goal for next year is to be a play-in team. Yep. I think, or at least right at missing the play-in game.
Yep.
But if we're the worst team in the league again, give me Chet Holmgren. I'm cool with that. Paulo Banchero, I'll take him.
Yeah, if we just need to be in the hunt. That's the hope out of me. I really hope we're in the hunt.
Yeah, I agree.
Playoff hunt. Is that what they call it in the NFL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's it for talk with all those trades. Yeah, I think the Shea one's the only one I do. All the other ones, no. But can you think of any world where the Pistons would trade the first overall pick?
Twitter's got me scared.
I know.
Going on Twitter is not my favorite thing to do anymore.
I like going on Twitter right now because all of the off-season talk, like the NBA Central, they're always these 4 teams have interest in
blah blah blah.
I saw the Raptors and some other team have interest in Nerlens Noel. Oh, do they?
No way.
Oh, the Knicks are screwed now. That one's kind of weird, but I mean, let's talk about that though. John Collins, is he gonna get paid the max? Apparently Dallas. There was 4 or 5 teams. I forget who else. They all have interest in John Collins. He's a restricted free agent. Atlanta said they didn't want to pay him last offseason, but he had a solid playoffs. He had games where he would play good, but he was a part of a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals and overachieved as a top 5 player on that team. So
if I'm John Collins at this point in my at this stage in my career, I look to take a 2-year deal with a player option on the end of it. And because he's not good enough for the max yet. I haven't seen any speck of him that says he's max. Let's give him the max.
I mean, he's been good. He's definitely has been a good player. In before COVID in 2019-2020 season, he was averaging 21 or 2 points a game, 8 or 9 rebounds. Last year he didn't have as good of a statistical year, but the Hawks just had a lot more better players on their roster anyways. But I don't know. Collins, I don't think he deserves the max, but if a team offers him the max, dip out of Atlanta, bro.
Yeah,
get your bag and if a team is offering him the max, I think that it's going to be a team that is trying to compete as well. Let's
say Dallas offers this guy the max.
Yeah, let's say Kawhi goes back. Dallas has no other guy to spend their money on. Let's give it to John Collins.
I look at that move, and you and I say, it's a bad move.
Yeah.
That's a bad pickup.
It makes Dallas better, but
you're way overpaying.
Now they have no money to spend in the next few years, and they got to pay Luka, so they have to spend their money on somebody, I guess. So
it's just Luka and John Collins, and that's not a championship
Porzingis
roster.
Still, but
yeah, Porzingis probably needs to get out.
Porzingis and John Collins is 2 dudes who we don't know if they can play the 5,
and neither one plays defense.
Yeah,
very
Collins
well.
was playing the 5 when Capella would go out during the playoffs a little bit, if Okongwu wasn't playing, and he did an all right job. But I don't know. John Collins is definitely going to be a top free agent this year, though, because of, like I said, a lot of the guys signing extensions and everything.
He will benefit from a soft free agent class.
Yeah, kind of Gordon Hayward did last year.
He'll benefit.
Ben Simmons trades. Let's talk about it. Ben Simmons is going to get traded. Philly said they're exploring offers. They turned down Brogdon and a first-round pick. I think that was the deal that the Indiana offered them, and they turned that down. There's been rumors that the Kings and the Sixers are in talks about a Simmons trade, but the Kings have made it very clear that they are not trading Fox or Halliburton in a trade. So they're trying to package Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley, and multiple first-round picks for Ben Simmons. I like Buddy Hield in Philly. I think he's a perfect fit with Joel Embiid, but I feel like that you can get such a better package for Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
and Bagley, when he's played, he's been all right, but he can't stay on the court. The dude has been hurt so much.
So, how different of player styles and game styles are Seth Curry and Buddy Hield?
Exactly. I mean, Buddy Hield is just probably an all-around better player, but they're very similar. Yeah, Buddy Hield is just a kind of a bigger, more athletic Seth Curry.
I really think they need a true point guard.
Yeah,
is the issue. Like a guy who really works the ball around, getting in everybody's hands. I don't think you need another guy. Buddy Hield, not Buddy Hield. Not saying the ball is glued to his hands or anything. It's just he's not a playmaker. He's not known for that.
Yeah, and I think the Sixers said that they wouldn't trade, or I just saw this on Twitter, so who knows how true it is, but the Sixers said they wouldn't make a Simmons trade to the Kings unless it involved Fox or Halliburton. Oh. And if you're the Kings, I mean, maybe Halliburton, but no, I still wouldn't. But Simmons with that core, I think would be really nice. I think it would be just I think him in Sacramento would be nice because he's not in the spotlight as much either.
There's one trade that I see that's just still so perfect, and it's A, Dame for Ben Simmons, B, CJ for Ben Simmons. Yeah. Either one, those are awesome trades. Portland,
yeah. But if they get CJ, that doesn't really answer their point guard problem. But
he's better than
and you could
Buddy
still go
Hield
get a point guard too. Yeah,
yeah. And you have Tyrese Maxey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Minnesota said they're interested in Ben Simmons, so we'll see maybe a D'Lo to for Ben Simmons. I think that is nice because if you're the Timberwolves, you still have Ricky Rubio who can play point guard and Malik Beasley on the wings. And then Simmons and Towns. That's a nice starting five. And
that works.
Jaden McDaniels was a pretty good rookie for them last year coming off the bench. If you're Minnesota, I do that. It just depends on if you're Philly, how much do you like D'Angelo Russell? I don't really know. If they like him for that trade. It would just suck too because Cat and D'Lo are best friends, and the only reason they traded for D'Lo was to make Cat happy, and then to just flip him a year later.
Hey, bye.
Yeah.
You're gone. But you don't... I don't know. NBA is a business at the same time, and they don't work.
Yeah, exactly. If it does, if you do try it for a year or two, doesn't work. All right, at some point, friendship, whatever.
Hey, Cat, we don't care who your friends are. He doesn't win games.
Yeah,
get out.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll see. I mean, the NBA offseason is coming up. But does that pretty much wrap it up? I mean,
yeah. Do we have a comment that
Oh yeah, we got to think. Shoot, I was gonna do it in the middle of the episode,
yeah, me
so they
too.
couldn't just scroll to the end. Whatever. If you scroll to the end, we'll give you a free pass this time. So your comment this time is something about Cade Cunningham, right? It's
something about Cade.
Yeah. It's got to be something about Cade or the Pistons, or it should be something about Team USA though.
Oh, how about you? Yeah, EuroLeague. How about something about Europeans?
Yeah. Something about Team Australia or something about Patty Mills.
Yes.
Patty Mills is the GOAT.
Yeah, Olympic GOAT, Patty Mills.
Yep. Patty Mills. Wait, how do you want to do it?
You can do Patty Mills.
Should we just say Patty Mills is the GOAT?
Yeah, Patty Mills is the
Patty
GOAT.
Mills is the GOAT. Comment that on YouTube, Instagram, wherever you feel like commenting it. As long as we see it, you're gonna get a shout. Comment on TikTok.
We'll see it.
We'll see it. We don't. It's not like we get a bajillion comments where we can't read them.
We're not that.
We're not there yet. We're trying, but yeah. Episode 98. We're coming up on 100. We're trying to have a good plan for episode 100. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Yeah. Go watch Game 4. Go Pistons. Go Team USA.
Peace.
Bye.